Mounting frustrations over a plan to double the size of the Hassidic village of Kiryas Joel, and they're at a fever pitch tonight.
Yeah, that's because a state deadline to determine who will oversee the controversial proposal has come and gone without a decision. And
already strained community ties are being further tested. It all went down at last night's Monroe Town Board meeting. News 12's Blaise Gomez is following the developments for us. She has the latest tonight from Monroe.
The DC is taking an extra effort to try to make sure it's done right, and I applaud their efforts.
That was Monroe Supervisor Harley Doles' take on Monday as to why the Department of Environmental Conservation has yet to decide between his town or Kiryas Joel when it comes to who will oversee a land deal, doubling the Hassidic village in size. In the meantime,
he's ruining our community.
I'm scared. I am scared for my family.
Tensions are high.
On the local level, we have to stay together.
As hundreds of people critical of the plan gathered before a town board meeting Monday night to listen to Doles' former running mate and now United Monroe leader Emily Convers. Once inside, frustrations quickly came to a head.
I'm going to ask you to leave.
I said one word.
I'd ask you to leave.
That remark was the word rabbi called out from the crowd as Doles was about to announce his support of Pat Coppola for council. And then there was this Kiryas Joel man who chose not to come inside, but rather protest the annexation alone.
I don't think it's right. If it would be a legitimate village without corruption, then it would be a different story.
But the story includes political distrust and allegations of corruption and fraud. Amidst the controversy, there's talk the town attorney Jim Galvin stepped down. Supervisor Doles said the town parted ways with Galvin, citing a conflict of interest and Convers' involvement in Monroe Village government.
It seems as though Ms. Convers is running the village of Monroe rather than the village mayor running Monroe, and we just feel as though there's going to be too much litigation.
I think it's testament to his mental state to be suggesting that I could have anything to do with the town attorney resigning.
But the Village of Monroe mayor says this is the first he's heard of any of this, calling Doles' remarks insulting, saying if the town supervisor has anything to say to him, their doors are just a few feet away.
We are in control of our village. Our village is very successful. I think he's jealous of us because we are successful.
When asked to comment further, Doles sent this email titled "Take Back Monroe," directed toward his opponents, continuing the mudslinging as the controversy pitting two communities against each other continues with no end in sight. In Monroe, Blaise Gomez, News 12.
Now, as for that state decision on just which organization will oversee the land deal, well, the Department of Environmental Conservation now says a decision could come as early as next week. Of course, we'll continue to follow all the developments in this story.